Hey everyone, it's Mark Blundell here, and today I want to talk about a problem that nearly every person I speak to, every loan officer, every mortgage broker that I speak to every single day comes to me with. And what I normally do when I start my conversations with them is I ask them a simple question, and I say, in one simple sentence, can you tell me about the problem that you're having that you think I might be able to help you with? And the predominant answer that comes across from the people I speak to is, I'm just looking for a way of finding or getting more leads. And then the conversation ensues where they talk about, where I ask them, where do you generate your leads from now? And they'll talk about the realtors or the real estate agents that they deal with. They'll talk about the accountants or the CPAs that they get referrals from. But invariably, when I dig a bit deeper and go a couple of levels deeper, the number one problem that loan officers who want to grow their business actually have is this whole concept of what they need to do to entertain and keep these relationships, these referral relationships going. They talk about they've got to make 30 calls every Monday morning. And so today in this video, I want to talk about how you never have to make another phone call. You never have to go to another visit. You never have to go and take a bunch of donuts to any more realtors ever again, because I'm going to show you the fix to generating leads. And in a nutshell, the fix to generating leads is simply finding a way that you can get your sales message directly to the mortgage customer. Now you think about it right now. The reason why you need a referrer is your referrer is actually your vehicle or your mechanism that gets your sales message to your client. And you're dependent on a referrer to do that. So you think about it. If right now you've got 5 referrers that you're dependent on, right? And imagine they're really good referrers, so you decide to reward them one day with tickets to a ball game or something like that. And you get a Hummer to pick them up, so you got 5 of your best referrers in the back of that Hummer being driven to the ball game. You're going to get a corporate box with drinks and food all supplied. But on the way to that ball game, the Hummer unfortunately is involved in a major car accident, gets hit by a truck, and all your referrers are wiped out. What does that do to your business? So what you've got to think about is, while it's a good idea to keep engaging referrers, it's a slow way of generating business. And if you reflect back on your business right now and you look at some weeks we have good weeks, some weeks we have bad weeks. Some months we get a good commission check, other months we get a bad commission check. I want to talk to you about how to fix this. And as I said, the way in which you're going to do that is to get your message directly to the client that you're looking for without needing a referrer to do that. Now, digital technology, social media, Facebook, Instagram, all those things are mechanisms by which you can get a message directly to a person without a middleman. Okay, now you've probably tried Facebook ads and failed. You've probably, put posts on Facebook and gone, oh, I only got 3 or 4 likes, but no sales, no inquiries, no nothing. I'm just going to explain to you now how to solve that problem. The first thing we've got to think about is, what is the number one sales tool that you have in your artillery? Think about it for a minute. Is it your cell phone? Is it your laptop? Is it your knowledge? What is your number one sales tool that you've got currently in your kit bag? Because if you can think about whatever it is and amplify it, all of a sudden we solve the problem to a lack of leads. And if you think about it, your number one sales tool that you have is your sales presentation. I talk to, as I say, loan officers and mortgage brokers every day of the week, and they say to me all the time, once I'm in front of the client, there's no problem about converting them. And the reason is because their number one sales tool is their sales presentation. Now, what if you could create a scenario of recording that sales presentation, putting it up online, so that you perhaps could show somebody how they could consolidate their debt and refinance their debt or their credit cards into their mortgage. Or you could show somebody how to get a formal pre-approval letter a fully underwritten pre-approval letter if they were purchasing a home, so that when they put an offer into the real estate agent or the realtor, they're going to be taken seriously. Or you created a sales presentation that showed somebody how to buy an investment property by using or releasing the equity that they had in their home and using it as a deposit for the purchase of an investment property. Whatever the case is, whenever you're sitting in front of an individual or a couple and you're talking about how they can achieve those things, what is actually making the sale for you is what's coming out of your mouth. In other words, your sales presentation. But my question to you is, do you think you need to be present to make sure that the potency of that sales presentation still carries through? Well, the answer to that is no. You think about it. When you send an email to somebody, even if it's just a simple email that asks for supporting documentation or W-2s, payslips, or driver's licenses, that's you not present, asking for something. So it's the information coming out of your head, essentially communicating to somebody else, that gets them to take action. I want you to think for one moment about the concept of using that same sales presentation that you would otherwise use if this client or this couple was sitting opposite you at your desk. Imagine being able to record it over a PowerPoint presentation, a series of slides, and get it up online, and you could send 1,000 people to it every single month. Imagine that same sales presentation that you use every day of the week, whether it's to a first-time home buyer or someone who wants a reverse mortgage, it doesn't matter what it is, that same sales presentation. Imagine if you could record it and put it on a PowerPoint presentation, so it ran for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, but essentially showed people how to solve their problem. And therein lies another gem of wisdom. What you've got to understand is you're not in the business of selling mortgages, you're in the business of solving people's problem. And the vehicle by which you solve their problems with is a mortgage. So you're looking for people with problems that you can solve. So things like people who have a problem with the way in which their house looks. It might be dilapidated on the inside and in need of remodeling. You're looking for people who have a problem that you can solve. And so imagine you made a how-to video that showed people how to solve a problem. Now you go to YouTube and you type in the words how to in the search bar, and you will see a list of anything, like from how to make a mousetrap to how to get rid of an infection on your thumbnail. Imagine you could create a video that showed people, mortgage customers, people with problems that you could solve, how they could achieve the solution to their problem by following your advice. And imagine your presentation came to a nexus point after, 10, 15, 20 minutes or whatever it is, that said to the customer, so there you are, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, that's how you solve this problem. This is how you consolidate all your credit cards and car loans into your mortgage to have one simple repayment every month. Now, you have two options, Mr. and Mrs. Customer. The first is to take all this information and go off and use Google and do it yourself. Or the second way is to click a button on the screen that's just appeared to book into my calendar and deal with somebody who is a specialist in this area, who does this every single day of the week. Now, which option do you think the customer is going to choose? So, one of the best sales fixes, right? One of the ways to iron out that roller coaster commission scenario that, loan officers and mortgage brokers absolutely hate is to have a consistent number of appointments booked in your calendar every single week. And so the solution is, number one, grab the most powerful sales tool in your tool bag, which is your sales presentation. Number two, record it over a series of slides. Number three, get it up online. And number four, use social media to broadcast it to thousands of people every single month so that you could let them know, hey, if you have this problem, here is the solution. I've created a video for you by means of a webinar or a video sales letter or what have you. Now, the reason why I want to encourage you to think about that is because the old method of relying on somebody else to get your message to your targeted client is costing you money. And as I say, in this world of digital technology, what you've got to think about is how can you get your message to your customer who's thinking about doing it anyway in the shortest possible time with the least amount of friction. And the only way to do that is to record your sales presentation and have it available 24/7 on demand. What's the cool thing about Netflix? You can watch anything on demand. So imagine you could create this sales presentation that showed people how to, and you promoted it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever, and it was simply a video that showed people how to go from here to here, how to overcome their obstacles, how to arrive at their destination with the least amount of friction, and then you gave them an option of clicking a button within that video to book into your calendar, answer a series of questions, upload their pay stubs or their bank statements ahead of you speaking to them. Okay? So you have an online diary as well. This will change your business. And so I'm a specialist in teaching loan officers and mortgage brokers how to double and triple their income by becoming more efficient and more effective. Not reinventing the wheel, but essentially grabbing their number one sales tool, which is their sales presentation, and getting it up online and sending 1,000 people to it every single month. Now, if you think about 1,000 people every month from all over your state or all over your country, wherever you are, heading into this presentation, 1,000 people a month. Surely you can see a world of the idea of writing 10 or closing 10 to 15 loans every month as all of a sudden being realistic. Now, we already have loan officers and mortgage brokers doing this, enjoying the comfort of never going to sleep at night thinking to themselves, where's the next client going to come from? Do you know why they don't do that? Because they've harnessed the value of their number one sales tool and they've automated, they've put it up online, and they have a marketing mechanism that sends people to this how-to video. And that's what I specialize in. Now, if you'd like to talk to me about how I could teach you to implement one of these scenarios, these marketing strategies into your business, if you'd like to talk to me about how I can mentor you to take your business to that next level, if you're earning $20,000 a month, I can show you how to get to $40,000 a month in a very short period of time by simply harnessing technology, broadcasting your already sound and good message just to a greater number of people than you are right now. And if you'd like me to coach you personally and mentor you in creating one of these to help you to get your business to that next level. Now, it's not about earning $40,000 a month. It's about what would that $40,000 do to change your life, to change the life of your family. And the only thing that's standing in the way of you maybe earning 10 or 20,000 now and going to 40,000 is just not enough people know that you exist. And how do you do that? By grabbing that sales tool, that sales presentation that you know closes all the time. I mean, you think about it. Do you not pretty much close everyone that you sit in front of? You know, the loan officers and the mortgage brokers I said earlier who I speak to always tell me, once I'm in front of the client, I'm away. This is a mechanism that harnesses that. It broadcasts and amplifies your message and gets it out to many, many more people every single week. What you've got to understand is the number of closings or the number of sales that you make every week, every month is inextricably linked to the number of people that you make an offer to. You know, the number of people that you say, would you like to go ahead with that? And in today's world, you can record that in a PowerPoint presentation and get that up online, get 1,000 people to it. So effectively, you are making more offers. Make more offers to people, you're going to get more yeses, more appointments in your calendars, more closings, and more money in your pocket. So if this video has resonated with you, what I want to do is spend 40 minutes talking to you face-to-face via a Zoom call about your business, about your goals, goals, about the challenges that you're hitting. And let's see if there's something there that I can help you with. I don't profess to be able to help everybody, but I can help a lot of people who are established loan officers or mortgage brokers who feel as though they've hit this glass ceiling, who are sick and tired of starting every Monday morning with a list of 30 realtors that they've got to go through and call. How did you go on the weekend? Have you got anyone for me? And then for them to ask you, have you got anyone for me? I mean, all you're doing there is creating friction. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it just takes too long. And I'm not sure that you've got the time to wait. So what I want you to do is find the button on this page, click on it, book into my calendar, and let's have a 40-minute conversation about how I may be able to help you take your business to the next level. I hope to speak to you soon. Click on the button right now, get into my calendar, pick a time that suits, and we will be on a live Zoom call or Skype or something like that where we can discuss how we can implement the most powerful mechanism and ramp it up into your business as soon as you would like to start. Let's talk soon. Click on the button and book in a 40-minute time that suits you. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.